Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers on the Xbox, on the Series X, for the next part of my getting started in Space Engineers in 2024, this guide for new players. And as you can see, we're getting there slowly but surely. We have a small amount of power, we have an assembler, a cargo box and a refiner, but what we really need is life support. So our focus in that regard is this. And I always suggest to turn autosave off for the time being so that you can make manual saves. That way you don't get locked into a situation where the game autosaves and you've done something catastrophic. Especially since this is for new players, and I really want you to enjoy the game, take your time to get to know it. So we're just going to hold both bumpers on the controller down, tap X and then press A, and make our little save. The reason we're doing that is because what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of this survival kit, and we're going to break it down with the grinder like so. We're going to come over here like this, and we are going to then go to our production medical survival kit, tap RB and then tap down on the D-pad until we get the green line, place it here, and we're going to start welding it up. Now don't worry if you can't weld it all, because we need steel plates, and if you remember rightly, we should have some in the box. So what we want to do is look, we need 30 or so steel plates. So all I'm going to do is come into here and grab all of those steel plates. And this is the quickest way to move the survival kit. No messing. Get this thing up and running nice and quickly. Like so. Now we've a source of power. And we probably need another turbine eventually. But we're going to aim at getting all we need to survive quickly and cleanly, and then look at the pod, because the pod will no longer be needed. We're just going to pull some ice across. Pop it in this box with those plates and just keep on bringing that across like so. So we've got all the ice. And always be mining some stone. A torch on. Remember how to do that. Right bumper, right on the D-pad. When in doubt. If you are stuck on the controls for Space Engineers, click in the right stick and you'll see a menu we haven't talked about in this guide, but I have in my original new player guides. I've gone through every menu and every stick click that you can do. And if you tap across, you can see various aspects of the game. And one of them, under menu, is help screen. If we get into the help screen, you can see tutorials, ignore those. Basic controls, ignore those. What you want is advanced controller. And then if you look down, it tells you all of the controls in the game for every mode. So if you need to quick reference something, you can just take a look there. Meanwhile, let's get some more stone. Get this moving. So I don't want these to be too long in terms of content. I want you to get straight in to the game. Have some fun with it. Right. Let's go and have a look at this kit, shall we? Let's get the light first. This generator. Got it? Got it. And we're going to stick this generator over here. So we want gas, logistics. Take a look at it. And pop it round this way. And we start welding that up. And again, go and grab our lovely steel plates. And we might need to put a few things into production on this, but that's not going to be an issue. We're just going to get enough. So we're missing some motors and some computers. What we can do here is use the build planner. So if we just hit the left trigger once, like that, then click in the left stick, pull any direction, you'll see that on the build planner we have our survival kit is there, but we've put, sorry, I've selected the survival kit. If you look down the bottom, you'll see that we've put in our generator. So as the sun goes down, we can start to put right bumper and tap the inventory button. So we're missing 2 computers. And you always want motors, so just left bumper, inventory, put all those components in. And they should be done. Withdraw them, same hotkey, RB inventory. And by building the generator, we've unlocked new blocks in the progression system. We've now got a generator. So once again, we grab our ice. Put it into there. Put that in there. And now we've got our hydrogen bottle. Oh, whoops, I'll put that in storage actually. I really should have grabbed it. Doesn't matter. So put the hydrogen bottle in. And it will refill it. Take it out again. And if you look in our inventories, by clicking in the right stick, like I showed you last time, you can change the filter. So we change it to show all inventories. You'll see that a basic assembler has gravel in it and refinery and so on. If our assembler gets too much gravel in, it will start to clog up the system. And gravel is only really used if you're building reactors late game, or if you have the mod Galax Synthetic Materials, if you're playing with mods. Now, if you are playing with Galax Synthetic Materials, it will give you a bit of a leg up beyond the original materials in the game. You can use a refiner. I think it starts with the basic refiner and the basic assembler even. Use the basic assembler to create crystals. And these crystals will give you synthetic materials. And it's every material in the game. So uranium, you name it, you'll get a small amount. It doesn't overly imbalance the game, but if you're after a pure vanilla start, then ignore it. If you're not, though, then look up Galax synthetic materials on my mod playthroughs and you'll actually see it in action. So there you go. What I like to do now is at least get another turbine going. So open up our build planner. Let's get cracking on another wind turbine. So we'll just add one for the time being. And we'll put this into production. And you'll see that off it goes. Doing its thing. While it's doing its thing, it may complete or it may not, depending on how much stone we've got. Let's just go over to the pod, have a quick look at our pod, because our pod is now no longer needed. But there's a few bits and pieces. One, we can take all these and grind them out for steel plates. And you'll get one steel plate per block. But I want to clear the front here, like so. Because I think we did this before. I'll just double check. Yeah, we did this before. So our landing gear. Leave that for the time being. We've got a small cargo container with a bunch of stuff in it. So we'll take that. And we're just going to, like this, and then just make sure now conveyor tube on the other hand we can try welding up, and there we go, we've got new blocks. So no need to weld the other one. Let's get rid of all that, because what I'm after the parachute hatch, I don't think we've got the technology on that to rebuild it. Oh, we have, but we get nothing for it. So again, we'll just grab all the components from that because they're very useful. Still works. Alright, let's get a small conveyor. We'll double check. Always double check just in case. If you lose track of what you built. What you're after is that hydrogen thruster there. Now I don't think we can rebuild it, but we'll give it a go. No. But you will get parts from it. And those parts are very useful, because now we'll have some more metal grids. So let's just pop back over here, put everything into storage, and we've got everything that we need to build another wind turbine straight away. So let's just withdraw all those components. Let's give ourselves a bit more power. Let's go and press Y, activate the jetpack, bring up our builder, select our wind turbine, place down that. Remember, we don't need to be in the air for this. You can do it all the way from here. Hold down left bumper, tap B to remove the block. Bring up your welder and weld your new shiny wind turbine into position. And here we go. Much spinny action. Then just hit the jetpack, come down gently, press Y again. And if you come over here, you'll notice your hydrogen refills. That's because we've connected everything up. Do another quick save and head over to the pod again. Out comes the grinder. Alright, let's have a look at the beacon. Remember, always try rebuilding. There you go, the beacon. We've now unlocked new blocks. So we can have all that. Drop the timer block down. Build that. No, okay, good. Take that. Get rid of our chair. Actually, hold on a moment. Don't think it's... No, it's good. I've just remembered. There we go, coming from this side. Just double check. Take that. And just shuffle stuff back over. And we can build another cargo box if we desire, because we have the metal grids to do it. And the battery is something we won't be able to rebuild without actually building new parts. But if we come to the top of this, let's see if we can grind down the ore detector. Nothing, right. So the ore detector's safe to go. And finally, this. Just beyond the functional block first. There you go. So the antenna will unlock new blocks as well. And if you want to hack something, take it down below the hack block and then rebuild it, and it will become yours. And so far so good. Let's just take all this lovely stuff over here and pop it all in the box. And if you remember, we did leave a metal pipe lying around, so grab that and pop that, you guessed it, in the box. And there you go. So we have established our life support. It's working nicely. We'll be adding 2 more turbines to the list, so we can get those going next time. And we have expanded our base. In the next one, we're going to look at making a drill rig, and I'm looking at several ways to do this. And one of them involves using the advanced blocks that came with one of the last updates, and we'll talk more about that when the time comes. I don't want to go too far for this simple tutorial. I've shown you how to get your survival kit and your generator off the pod easily, put it onto your base platform without messing about at all, without having to do any real extra steps beyond a couple of things. And if you do need to make more motors and so on, you can just use the build planner, put the thing into the build planner in the state it is. It will only use the parts that you need, then put those parts into production and build away. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for this particular video. So hopefully it's going to be of some use. It's going to be helpful. And I will say, stay safe, take care, have fun, enjoy the game, take it at your own pace. Reach out to me in the comments section or on my community. If you look, we do have a Facebook, we do have a Discord. I will leave links to those in the description of this video, as per usual. And until then, though, have fun. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.